What if I'm wrong about ICP and it's actually going to zero? You know, ICP is a great technology, but there are some scenarios where it could actually fail, which is true for all cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin. Today I'm going to go through the most common criticisms about ICP, and I'm going to debunk all of them with data to show you that while I cannot predict the future, fundamentals point towards a bright future for ICP. So if you think that sounds interesting, make sure to stick to the end, like and subscribe for more content like this one, and let's get started. The first and most common myth about ICP is that it has no adoption, and that its great technology doesn't matter if it doesn't gain adoption. The truth is that ICP has real adoption, and on-chain metrics are showing us that adoption is growing at a very high pace. Internet identities, for example, are growing steadily and went from 2.28 millions to 2.64 millions in the last year, a 16% increase. But if we zoom out and check the number of internet identities that were created on the internet computer from 2021 till today, we see that they went from 100,000 to 2.6 millions in just about 4 years, a 2,600% increase, which is impressive. Also, the total number of ICP transactions is growing extremely fast. They went from just about 30,000 in 2021 to 16.9 millions today, a 50,000% increase, which is astonishing. And this trend will surely continue because ICP today is processing 7,000 transactions per second. Literally no other blockchain is processing such a huge amount of transactions per second in real life. As I'm going to show you later, some blockchains like Solana claim that they can process 65,000 transactions per second, but that's only a benchmark estimate. The Solana network never processed such a huge amount of transactions per second in real life. Today Solana is processing half of the transactions that ICP is processing. But what's really shocking is that the most active DAO in the whole crypto industry in terms of proposals is not a Solana DAO, is not an Ethereum DAO, but an ICP DAO, the network nervous system. And the fourth most active DAO is OpenChat, while the number 5 is WaterNeuron, which is also an ICP DAO. 3 ICP DAOs among the top 10 most active DAOs in the whole crypto industry. If we look at the TVL instead, we can see that the total value locked on ICP is $2.6 billion, which is 30% of Solana's TVL. So you cannot tell me that there's no adoption on ICP. Very few projects have a TVL which is comparable to the TVL of the internet computer. Polygon, for example, has $1 billion TVL. Optimism almost 800 millions, Cardano 630 millions, and Ton 312 millions. Let's now address the second criticism. Many people mention ICP's bad look in price action as a sign that ICP is dead. As you can see, ICP's price action is indeed looking bad, but what haters and disbelievers are not aware of is that most public offerings in the stock market have a similar price action. This, for example, is the price action of Uber. As you can see, prices were very high at launch and then crashed by 70% in a matter of a few months. But this didn't stop Uber from reaching new highs in the following years. People are just panicking about ICP. They don't understand that the crash it faced is actually an opportunity to buy at low prices. The ICP price action will shock everyone in the following years because, as I showed you, adoption and fundamental metrics are growing steadily, and the growth is not yet reflected in the price of the ICP token. The third myth that stops disbelievers from understanding the potential of ICP is that, as people often write in the comments section of my videos, transactions per second are not a flex anymore. So let me explain to you why transactions per second is a metric that's actually very important, and why the 7,000 transactions per second of ICP are actually a breakthrough. Many blockchains like XRP and Solana claimed to be able to scale to incredibly high amounts of transactions per second, but in reality, they achieved it only in benchmark testing. Real-life transactions are way lower, and most blockchains don't even match the transaction throughput of Visa and MasterCard. Ripple, for example, claimed that it was able to handle 1,500 transactions per second, on par with Visa's transactions per second. Although Chief Technology Officer David Schwartz admitted last year that it has never actually hit that figure, and Solana's transactions per second are claimed to be 65,000 in benchmark testing, although they are closer to 3,000 in the real world. ICP instead is processing 7,000 transactions per second in the real world today, which means that ICP is actually the only blockchain that can compete with Visa right now. By the way guys, Superbots has just launched Multiplier X, an innovative DeFi vault offering users the ability to trade perpetuals with leverage algorithmically, maximizing trading opportunities and potential revenue. You know, trading with leverage is complicated and risky, but it also allows for higher gains. And with Multiplier X, you basically get your very own master trader trading leverage for you, completely hands-free. Thanks to the leverage, Multiplier X vaults are paying out astonishing yields. As you can see, right now you can make up to 1,700% APR on the ETH USD pair, over 1,000% APR on the BNB USD pair, and 950% APR on the BTC USD pair. The best part is that there's no minimum deposit amount or upfront fee. You can even try Multiplier X with a small amount and watch it grow. In order to get started, just click on the Superbots link which is attached to the description. Then choose a vault, connect your wallet, deposit some USDC, and wait for the gains to come. The myth number 4 about ICP is that there are better AI tokens. I would actually argue that ICP is the only AI token. There's so much speculation about AI tokens, and most projects are just using AI as a buzzword to pump the price. The truth is that only ICP has working examples of AI models running fully on-chain. This year, the founder of the Internet Computer demonstrated that ICP can already run facial recognition and image classification models. Both models are compute intensive, which means that they represent a complicated task for any blockchain. However, thanks to the achievement of the cyclotron milestone, which increased the computing power of ICP by 10x, ICP became the first blockchain to be able to run AI models fully on-chain. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, because the main goal of the cyclotron milestone is to enable on-chain inference of AI models with millions of parameters, which is the first step towards a more ambitious goal of on-chain training and inference of large AI models. So guys, now you know why the chances that ICP will go to zero are actually very low, and that contrary to what many people say, ICP's adoption and ecosystem are growing steadily. By the way, if you want to see on-chain AI in action on ICP, you should watch my previous video, which you can find right there. That being said, nothing in this video is financial advice, but if you like this content, then like this video, subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next episode.